Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Chantal and I'm coming to you from the south of the Netherlands, very close to the Belgian border. I'm living here with my husband and my 3 chickens, 3 cats and 2 dogs. And this channel is mainly about my knitting adventures, but this is my Tour the Fleece edition. So I'm doing this in English. There's also a Dutch version, but this is my English version. And I just wanted to do a little introduction before I start. So the last couple of weeks I've been waking up with my spinning wheel, so to speak. The days have been very hot and tropical, and in the morning I still have a little bit of free time. I take my spinning wheel. I have a Louette S10, a very old one. And I'm just sitting there and spinning with the animals around me. It's just like heaven. I'm really enjoying these mornings and I'm getting more and more acquainted with my spinning wheel and with spinning. So that's why I thought about doing an English version during the Tour de Fleece. So I hope you are enjoying this and that you can put up with my Dutch English and my mistakes. And then I will just take you along for the next couple of weeks in my wool and fleece related adventures. And also show you a little bit about the surroundings and the place where I live. This is a very, very small village where I live, so it's really very peaceful and nice. But let's start. My cat is sniffing the raw fleece that's lying here. Yeah. Well, hello, nice to meet you. Welcome to my channel. Today it is Saturday the 5th of July and therefore the start of the Tour de Fleece. And this is the first year that I'm participating and also filming in English. Normally I do have a channel on YouTube about my wool experiences and adventures, but it's in Dutch. But for this occasion, I thought, well, maybe it's nice because it's such a global experience and a lot of people all over the world are joining in and filming about this period. I thought, well, I will give it a shot and see how it goes. So it was a very spontaneous thought of mine in the last couple of days to decide to join this Tour de Fleece. I'm a beginner spinner. I'm a beginner in spinning. I started last year after a break. I started a few years ago, but then I took a long break and last year I started again. So I still see myself as a beginner. So for me, this Tour de Fleece is also about making some meters or yards, spending time behind the wheel and do it a little bit more focused. It was kind of spontaneous because last week I was gifted a raw fleece, well actually 2 raw fleeces of a local hobby sheep farmer. I met him a few weeks ago. There was a little farmer's market here besides our house and I was spinning there. I was demonstrating spinning. And he came up to me and he said, well, I have some sheep. They have well, good spinning wool or okay spinning wool, because the local sheep breed here has very coarse and hard fleece. So that's not really the kind of fleece that you can use for clothing. But he has some Clun forest sheep. Well, their fleeces were already cut and given away. but he also had two Ussant sheep. It's a French breed. It's a very small miniature sheep race breed. So he said, well, they need to be shorn or cut in June. So he said, if you're interested, I can give you the fleeces. And I said, well, yes, of course I'm interested. So last week I had a WhatsApp contact with him, and I asked him, well, are they already shorn or cut? And can I pick up the fleeces, or are they already, you know, given away to somebody else? And he said, no, they are waiting here for you. And immediately he came by and dropped them. So at first I hoped that I could come and visit him and make some footage of the sheep. Maybe I will do that. Well, I'm not sure if I'll have the chance, but well, okay. There are two sheep, and sorry, the cat is still sniffing. I did ask their names, and their names are Edda and Lise. And Lise is at the bottom. It's my cat. Lise is at the bottom, and as I can see, her fleece is a bit more lighter brown, and Edda has more darker brown color. I didn't open this bag yet, so it's still a kind of a mystery, but today I'm going to sort through the fleece to see if there are some poopy bits or some felted bits, and I will do the first wash or soak. Maybe tomorrow I can wash them a little bit further. I have a carding machine, a drum carder drum. So once they are dry, I can card them and hopefully spin them this period. I also have some wool on my spinning machine at the moment. That's Zwartbles fleece. I'm working on a body warmer. Is that an English word? I think so. For a friend of mine, and I want to finish that project. I also have some carded fleece for a little cardigan that I want to make for myself. So I will be working on that. It's a mix of all kinds of fleeces. And then I have a fleece which is already washed and sorted from a Herdwick sheep. It's an English breed. That was the sheep from a friend of ours, and that sheep has been dead for some years already. It's been years ago since I got that fleece, and it's been in the plastic bag for years. But maybe in this period I can take it and start spinning with it. It's a very how do you say that in English? Prickly yarn. So it's very hard, so I cannot make a garment out of it, but I want to make something for the friend from which the sheep was. So after years they can have something back from their sheep. It was really like a pet sheep, so yeah, they don't expect that to get a gift from their deceased sheep. But I like the idea. So that's kind of the plan for these 3 weeks. I will probably do a video. I release a video every week, so there will be 3 videos, and then that's the end of my English adventure, and I will go back to the Dutch monthly videos that I do on knitting. So I hope you like it. Today I will start with these fleeces from Lise and Edda, and well, I also have to work. I don't have a lot of spare time, so I will be doing it a little bit between well, little gaps of time that I have. So we will see how it goes. Wish me luck. So, welcome to my old but cozy kitchen. Today I'm ready to wash the fleece. It has been pre-soaking for 24 hours in cold water. So a lot of the dirt is loose and ready to go now. So this is the time I start washing. And I'm going to do that in my sink. I'm going to do the lazy wash this time and not in a pan on my stove pot. The reason is that I'm not going to dye this fleece. I really like the natural color. So it's okay if a little bit of the lanolin still stays inside of the fleece. So I'm not going to work with very, very hot temperatures like I would in a pot on the stove. But now I'm going to do it in the sink with the hot tap water, which is quite hot. It's too hot to hold your bare hands in it, and a kettle with boiling water. So together it's quite hot, but not extremely hot. So that's what I'm going to do. I think that's enough. I'm going to put some dishwasher soap in it. Ooh. And the soap I add while I have the water in it already, because if I put the soap in first and then the running water, it will become one big foamy sink. I don't want that. So it's very hot and it's soapy, and this is wool, so I have to make sure that I don't agitate it too much, because then it can felt. So I'm going to put it in here very gently, and don't start, you know, making all these washing movements. I'm just going to gently try to get it submerged. And the hot water and the soap is enough to really, well, to get rid of the fat and the dirt in it. I'm going to do it twice, but first, the first quarter of an hour is this one. And I have a little trick, so I put a little, this is filled with hot water, so it stays submerged. And that's all I do. I leave this for 15 minutes, then I'll come back and I'll do everything again. a second time, and then I will take it out and let it cool down so I can really start rinsing it. But this is for now. I have this set on 15 minutes, so I can go on with my spinning. The water is still very hot, so that's why I'm wearing a glove. And the water also is quite dirty, so a lot of the dirt is now just going away in the sink. So before the zipper was down, and now I'm going to put the zipper up. Another 15 minutes. That's it. My old cat. She's 20 years old. I think she wants food. It's still hot. In here I have a pen with the first bag I did before this one. And it's in here in hot water, and in this water it can cool down until it's a little bit more like a mellow kind of heat, and then I can really start rinsing it and also squeezing it gently. So since I still have one bag to go, I'm going to put this one in here in this pan so it can cool down or stay warm. And then when this one is done, the third one is done and cool down a little bit, then I can start rinsing. So I'm going to just drop it in here and let it rest gently and cool down gently. So I didn't film the rinsing part, but after I rinsed it, I put it in a centrifuge or a spin cycle, so it would be more dry, but since it started raining outside, it's drying further inside. my cat just turned hormonal, so she's making some noises. So people, today it's Wednesday and I've been working the last few days on my day job. Today I have a little break, but in about half an hour I have to leave again. And I'm taking my time in these small free breaks to do some hand carding. My fleece has been drying here. Ooh! The cat was giving a little head bump. She really is quite hormonal right now. Look at her. So my fleece has been drying here, and of course the hairs are quite tangled, a bit tangled up. And I do have a drum carder, or a carder drum, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's snorretje, come on. But I did want to learn how to use the hand carders as well. And if you do it first with the hand carders, then you do get a feel about the fleece and you detangle it for quite some bit, so the drum carder is a lot easier and lighter. So I'm not sure if I'm doing this the official way, the hand carders, but I found a way in which I can manage to kind of card these fleece locks and make like a fluffy, airy piece of fur like this, and that will go into the drum carder. I've done quite a bit already, and once that goes into the drum carder, it comes out like this, and then I really have like more like a roving. And this has been into the drum carder once, but I will probably do it again. I have 3 of these rovings already, so I think I will have to make 3 more, and then I will mix them up a little bit, put them into the drum carder once more, and I think by this weekend I will be ready to start spinning them. So yeah, it's a lot of preparation, a lot of work, but that's kind of inherent to this hobby, to spend time doing chores like this that just take time and effort. But I really believe that it's part of like a slow living, mindful way of spending your time, and eventually when you're spinning and making yarn and knitting with it, it gives so much satisfaction. So yeah, if you do just a little bit every day, then eventually it all gets done. So I'm just taking my little breaks in between for doing a few of these cycles, and then eventually I will be ready for spinning. So I've noticed the trick is that you're not really putting the teeth on top of each other and then start pulling, because that's almost impossible. I'm really just doing it in these overlapping kind of pieces, and they become a lot more fluffy. And then I transfer it, and now the opposite direction is overhanging, so I can comb them a little bit. And also a lot of vegetable matter and second cuts are becoming more visible, so I can pick them out. So I'm really kind of doing the first selection and cleaning up. Do you hear the cats? Oh. So once I've done that a little bit, I just put them off the combs and I have my next fluffy bit ready to put that into the drum carter drum. Carter drum? Well, you know what I mean. So today it's Thursday, the 10th of July, and I've been working all day. I just got home. I'm a bit tired. I didn't feel much like doing my last bit of hand carding. I will save that for tonight. I probably have one more cycle to go on my drum carder, and then the fleece has been carded and ready for spinning. I will probably do that tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, so that will not be in this week's episode. Today I thought maybe it's a good choice to start twining the wool that I had on my bobbins. It's the Zwartbles wool that I have been spinning in the last couple of weeks, and I finished the second bobbin earlier this week. It has been resting for a few days and now I am two-plying them. It's a bit of a test because I already spun 2 skeins from the Zwartbles, but this has been spun with Zwartbles top. No, not top. There's a difference between top and roving. Roving is when it came from the drum carder, and a top is when it has been combed, if I'm correct. And this, I have a little bit left, came from roving that was carded, and I was afraid I didn't have enough, so I ordered some more, but from another company, and that came and looked much more soft and combed. So that's what I've been spinning on these 2 bobbins, and I'm plying it now, and I'm going to wash it and see if it blooms in the same way as the carded roving spun yarn did. If it's not a problem. I'm still going to use it, but before I spin everything, I just want to see the difference between these 2. well, these and this one. So yeah, a little bit of a test, but you know, that's okay. It's not a problem if it's not the same. So it's a small enough little task to do for even when you're a bit tired. I can do this. I can twine these with my tired head. And then later tonight, this evening, I will probably start hand carding again, the last bit. And tomorrow I will probably start editing these videos. I have one in Dutch and one in English. So it will probably take me a bit of the, well, big part of the day. And then next week I will be back with my second episode, the second week of Tour de France. Tour the Fleece. And then I will, yeah, do some recording also from Saturday till Thursday, I think. So yeah, hopefully my next week will not be as busy with my day job as it was this week. So I probably will have a little bit more time for spinning. I know for a lot of people Tour de Fleece is mainly about spinning, and all the preparations were done before Tour de Fleece started. But for me, it's part of Tour de Fleece. The washing, the carding. I'm not doing some dyeing this year, I think. So, but also that dyeing of skeins or fleeces is for me all part of Tour de Fleece. And not just the spinning and twining part. But today I was cleaning up a little bit and I found this box hiding underneath the small table here. And when I opened it, I saw that I also have some very nice sock wool in here for spinning. It has some biodegradable nylon in it. I think I can have a bit more spinning tests done in this couple of weeks, these 2 upcoming weeks, than I initially thought. So yeah, I think I can have a little bit of a versatile content about the spinning as well. This week was more about the preparation and the washing and the carding. But I think next week will be a bit more about the spinning itself. So just a little update already. So I hope you liked this first week. Yeah, I will probably post this somewhere, maybe Friday night or Saturday morning. When you're watching this, you will probably know. And then I will be back with week 2 next week. And I hope to see you then, again, if you like this. Yeah. So, till then, goodbye.